The next one I want to talk about, though, is Batman Beyond. And this was started in January 1999. And Batman Beyond, I gotta say, I've never really watched the show much. I've seen little bits over the years, but I've never really went all in on this show. But I do, what I like about it is the premise. I love this premise of, like, you've got this, the premise of the show is Bruce Wayne is it's 20 years after the original animated show. It's set in 2019. So I think you'd have to set it further in the future now for it to seem cooler. But it's in like this futuristic world. Bruce Wayne has a heart attack and he decides to hang up his cowl, retire as Batman. And then Bruce Wayne now is looking for a new protege, and he takes on Terry McGinnis because he had a similar upbringing to Bruce. And he takes on the mantle of Batman in this futuristic world, even though we're way past 2019 now, thankfully. And it's an I think it's just an interesting concept, even though I've not watched much of the show. I think it would be a great movie, and I think this could be potentially what they're doing further down the line with Michael Keaton returning to the Batman series. I think he would work well in that role as the old Batman, and maybe with the Flashpoint movie coming up, we see sort of the foundations for this Batman Beyond movie. Because I love that idea of maybe of it this in the it doesn't I suppose it doesn't even have to be in a future world. It could be just in the timeline we're in now. It depends where Michael Keaton's Batman is put in this timeline if they go with that direction. But they could easily just get someone else to play Bruce Wayne, an old version of Bruce Wayne, and get someone to play Terry McGinnis. I think there's plenty of options there to do it. I think it would work well with Michael Keaton because you've got that connection to the original Batman movie. But I think it could work well both ways. But I would really like to see that, just a different version of Batman. We've seen over the years lots of different versions, but they still feel they're all like wrapped in a similar world because they're all in a sort of very present day timeline. I think if we had a Batman either in the past or in the future, it would be awesome. So if they did set this Batman in a future world, or just telling the story of a different Batman, a Terry McGinnis as Batman in a live action movie, to see someone else other than Bruce Wayne would be different. And I love that idea of just doing something different, something fresh, and Batman Beyond would certainly be something fresh for a live action movie adaptation.